Hi there, my name is Loprete, and I am the owner of OurMilkMoney.com. And I'm also a radio show host of This Little Parent Stays Home, which is an online radio broadcast that airs each and every week on TogiNet. And the reason that I'm talking to you today is to tell you about a career path that I started out on, which is actually really different than how I ended up. I started out, like so many other people, with a BFA in theater, musical theater to be exact, and I came to Los Angeles about 13 years ago already. Wow, it's been a while. I came to Los Angeles with my golden ticket in my hand, known as my theater degree, like so many other millions of young actors with stars in their eyes. I came here to be discovered. And let me tell you something, I hustled. I worked hard for nearly 10 years, if not a little more than 10 years, and I don't have a lot to show for it. But I underwent a huge transformation about 5 years ago. And that metamorphosis was when I became a mom. Now, it's a huge transformation, as I was just saying, going from a non-parent to a parent. All of a sudden, everything that was important to you completely changes and it becomes about something completely different. Before, all I cared about was performing and having the spotlight and connecting with my audience and creating. And then it became about providing for my children and not having to leave them each day to go find a paycheck. I became so passionate about this that I created OurMilkMoney.com, which has now turned into the largest business directory of self-employed parents across the world. Yay me! But there's more. A lot of exciting things have come from it. I now have a weekly radio show called This Little Parent Stayed Home, where I talk to parents and I help them find their own skills and their own abilities and apply them to make the choice to be their own boss and stay home with their kids. I also help them in balancing their own business and a household and raising the kids, because that can make you a little kooky, let me tell you. But the great thing about it is that I actually have been able to apply all of the skills that I got while I was in college and while I was in the acting community in Los Angeles. I still do all of my warm-ups that I used to do before I hit the stage and before I went to an audition. I still do my Shakespeare monologues to warm up my voice. Two households, both alike in dignity, in fair Verona, where we lay our scene. See, still works. So anyway, I'm really happy to say that I'm living the life. I'm living the dream. And even more than that, there was a defining moment about 2 years back. I found myself sitting in an agent's office in Beverly Hills, a very cold and stuffy office, with a television producer accompanying us. And the reason that we were there is because they were interested in packaging me and my current radio show into a daytime reality series for the soon-to-be Oprah Winfrey Network. Now, 5 years ago, I would have flipped. I would have done anything for a B or C level agent rather than this uppity, upper class agency in Beverly Hills. And as I listened to them talk to me about me, a dream come true, I realized that as wonderful as this all sounded, they didn't quite get me. And they didn't quite get my platform. And because of that, I needed to politely reject their offer and say to them, I'm sorry, but I don't think that we are a match. And I stood up and I walked out, and I realized that I had truly defined myself as an artist in that moment by not sacrificing my integrity for my mission to support parents who want to come home and want to spend the majority of their time on this earth with their kids, which isn't something that is a lot to ask for. Since then, I have been offered a book deal. I'm still broadcasting my show each and every week, and it's a creative outlet for me. I have to produce the show, so I create the arc, the beginning, the middle, and the end. I connect with my audience each and every week, and I hear from them, and I feel that I'm actually making a difference, and I'm making a contribution the way that I was always meant to do. So I'm really glad that I had the experience, that I was able to work with actors and to be creative and to be the artist that I always wanted to be. But I'm so happy that I'm able to actually apply it to my life right now as it was meant to be. One more thing and then I'll let you go. I talk all the time on my show when I'm coaching my listeners. I talk all the time about how they really can learn from the artists and the actors in the modern world today. Because the economy, it's in a bad place right now. But you know who is most unaffected? It's not the rich people, it's the actors. And the reason they are most unaffected is because they've always known how to survive on a very small budget. And it's also because their primary goal has never been to make money. Their primary goal in life is to make art. And when you only want to make art in your life, you find a way to make just enough money that will allow you to do that. And if more people supported their desire to contribute to their own passion, contribute to their own art, if that was their goal in life, rather than making money, just enough money to survive, but their goal was to just live their passion, we'd all be happier for it. We'd all live lives filled with abundance. And that's how we can learn from the modern actor and why I still live my life today as an artist. Thanks for listening.